Spider-Man 2099 is one of the coolest and most unique versions of Spider-Man in Marvel Comics. He was created by writer Peter David and artist Rick Leonardi, first appearing in Spider-Man 2099-7 in November 1992. But how does he differ from the classic Peter Parker? Let's dive in. Spider-Man 2099's real name is Miguel O'Hara. He lives in the year 2099, a dystopian future where corporations rule and society is on the brink of collapse. Unlike Peter Parker, Miguel O'Hara isn't bitten by a radioactive spider. Instead, his powers come from a lab accident. He was working to genetically enhance himself and avoid addiction to a dangerous drug. But the corporation he worked for, Alchemex, sabotaged the project. As a result, Miguel's DNA was rewritten with spider genes, giving him superhuman abilities. Powers and abilities. Miguel's powers are pretty different from the original Spider-Man. He has enhanced strength, speed, and agility, just like Peter, but he also has claws. He has retractable talons on his fingers and toes, which he uses for combat and climbing. Fangs. Miguel has a venomous bite. Wall crawling. His wall crawling is more precise due to his genetic makeup. Talons. He can use them as weapons, creating brutal attacks. Additionally, he has enhanced senses, but also a unique spider sense that alerts him to danger in a different way than Peter's. Miguel is different from Peter Parker in that he's a more brooding and cynical character. His world is darker, with an oppressive corporate regime controlling everything. Still, Miguel fights for justice, using his powers to take down the corrupt forces, much like the original Spider-Man. His story explores themes of corporate greed, the future of humanity, and identity. Spider-Man 2099 was a hit, especially among fans of the 90s. He's appeared in multiple comic series, video games, and even the 2018 animated movie Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, where he was voiced by Oscar Isaac. Miguel O'Hara's popularity continues to rise, and he remains a staple of the Spider-Man mythos. So Spider-Man 2099 isn't just a cool, futuristic version of the web-slinger. He's a hero who battles in a grim future, fighting for a better world. His blend of futuristic tech and classic Spider-Man qualities makes him a unique and exciting character in the Marvel Universe.
Welcome to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most terrifying and powerful versions of the Joker, Emperor Joker. Let's explore how this twisted version of the Clown Prince of Crime became a godlike figure in the DC Universe. Emperor Joker appears in the 2000 storyline Emperor Joker, where the Joker manages to gain unimaginable powers by tricking Mr. Mxyzptlk, the imp from the fifth dimension. Normally a mischievous prankster, Mxyzptlk's powers allow him to warp reality itself, and in this storyline, the Joker steals these powers after killing Superman, Batman, and even the entire Justice League. Now with the ability to reshape reality, the Joker becomes Emperor Joker, a tyrant who can bend the world. As Emperor Joker, his abilities are nearly limitless. He can manipulate the fabric of reality itself. Anything he imagines becomes real. This means he can transform people, alter time, and even make the laws of physics bend to his crazy ideas. One of the scariest aspects of Emperor Joker is his reality warping ability, allowing him to turn people into jokes, erase history, and even cause major events to happen on a whim. He's invulnerable, unable to be harmed by normal means. Even Superman, one of the most powerful beings in the universe, is no match for Emperor Joker. His immortality means he can't die either. If he's hurt, he simply rewrites reality to restore himself. Under his rule, the world becomes a nightmare. Joker transforms it into a place of madness, where villains reign supreme, and the heroes suffer in cruel, bizarre ways. Batman, for example, faces a world twisted by Joker's reality bending, while Superman struggles to stop him. The Joker's insanity knows no bounds, and he takes pleasure in torturing the universe just to hear the world laugh with him. Despite all this, even the Joker's absolute power has limits. Eventually, Superman and his allies find a way to trick him, turning his own reality-warping abilities against him. They use Joker's obsession with chaos to defeat him, restoring the world to normal and stripping him of his powers. Although defeated, Emperor Joker is one of the most memorable versions of the character, showing us just how dangerous the Joker could be if he ever truly had control over reality itself. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the terrifying Emperor Joker, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more DC Comics content. See you next time.
Let's talk about one of Marvel's most complex characters, Thane, the son of the Mad Titan, Thanos. While Thane is a relatively new character in the Marvel Universe, his story is full of intrigue, power, and moral conflict. Thane first appeared in Infinity No. 1 in 2013. He was born on a remote planet to Thanos, but his existence was kept a secret from the Mad Titan. His mother, who was unknown at the time, raised him away from the chaos of Thanos' conquests. Thane lived a relatively peaceful life until he came into contact with his father's influence. Thane possesses incredible abilities, some of which are inherited from his father Thanos. His most remarkable power is the Death Touch, a devastating ability that allows him to disintegrate living beings with a mere touch. This power comes from his connection to the Black Order, Thanos' loyal group of followers. In addition to the Death Touch, Thane has enhanced strength, durability, and intelligence, making him a dangerous opponent even without his deadly abilities. Thane's relationship with Thanos is complicated. Thanos, being a tyrant and conqueror, sees his son as a potential threat to his rule, and their encounters are filled with tension and conflict. Thane, however, struggles with his identity and morality. Despite his overwhelming powers, he often faces a moral dilemma about whether to embrace his father's dark legacy or choose a different path. At one point, Thane even tries to oppose his father, using his powers to stop Thanos' destruction. But the shadow of Thanos' influence is never far behind. Thane is a character torn between light and dark, shaped by his father's legacy but still striving to find his own way. Whether he'll ultimately become a hero or a villain remains to be seen.
We're exploring one of the most powerful, mysterious, and divine characters in the DC Comics universe, the Presence. The Presence is often referred to as the creator of the DC universe and is essentially the embodiment of God in the DC multiverse. His nature is both awe-inspiring and elusive. He represents absolute power, creation, and divine will, overseeing the balance of existence itself. First appearing in Showcase No. 73 in 1968, the Presence is said to have created the entire multiverse. He is the originator of all things, shaping everything from the very fabric of the universe to the most powerful beings in existence, such as Lucifer Morningstar, Michael the Archangel, and the Spectre. His will brought forth all cosmic laws, arid beings, and he is the architect of reality itself. The Presence is one of the most powerful entities in all of DC Comics. His abilities are nearly limitless. He can manipulate time, space, reality, and the laws of nature itself. He exists beyond the constraints of the physical world, and his power eclipses even other cosmic beings like Darkseid, the Anti-Monitor, or the New Gods. He can create life, destroy worlds, and shape the course of history with a single thought. His influence extends across the multiverse, and his actions often happen behind the scenes, steering events in subtle ways or through divine intermediaries, like when he empowered the Spectre as his instrument of vengeance. Although the Presence rarely takes direct action, his influence is felt throughout the DC universe. He acts as a force of balance between good and evil. When necessary, he intervenes, but most of the time, he lets other beings like angels, Demoris, and even superheroes carry out his will. His involvement is often a pivotal moment and the universe is in turmoil. In stories, the Presence is portrayed as a voice or a figure beyond human comprehension. He sometimes manifests as a blinding light, an abstract form, or simply as a guiding force. His true nature remains a mystery, emphasizing the idea that he is unknowable and beyond mortal understanding.
Marvel fans, today, we're talking about one of the most complex and controversial versions of Frontman, the Superior Iron Man. Introduced in Superior Iron Man #1 2014, this version of Tony Stark comes from a dark alternate reality. After being exposed to the Infinity Serum, Tony becomes more arrogant, ruthless, and morally ambiguous than ever before. Tony's personality is drastically changed. He becomes more self-centered and is driven by a need for personal gain. Instead of helping the world, he uses his tech to control and manipulate people. Even selling the Extremis virus as a luxury product, which turns people into superpowered beings under his control. His iconic armor is sleeker and more aggressive, reflecting his darker mindset. But the most shocking change is complete disregard for ethics and morality. As superior frontman, Tony's already impressive intellect and genius are enhanced. The Infinity Serum makes him physically stronger, faster, and even more intelligent. His new armor is equipped with advanced weaponry, and he can manipulate Extremis-enhanced humans. His powers and tech make him nearly unstoppable, and he's more dangerous than ever before. Despite his rise to power, Tony's transformation creates conflict with his old allies, including Spider-Man and Captain America. They fight to stop him from becoming the tyrant he threatens to be. In the end, Superior Iron Man represents what Tony Stark could become if he let power corrupt him completely, a truly superior version of Iron Man, but one with a dark twist. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe for more Marvel
Comic fans. Today we're diving into the twisted world of Bizarro, Superman's distorted counterpart. Let's break down this strange villain with the backwards logic. Bizarro made his first appearance in Superman #68 in 1951. He was created by writer Jerry Siegel and artist John Forte. Bizarro is a failed clone of Superman. In his debut, he was created by a flawed duplicating ray that made him a grotesque, imperfect version of the Man of Steel. He's often depicted as an antagonist, but his character has layers that make him a tragic figure. Bizarro's appearance is usually the opposite of Superman's pale skin, a square chin, and a blue and white suit with the reversed S symbol. His speech is also backward, saying things like, "Me am Bizarro." While Bizarro looks like Superman, his mind and morals are upside down. He has the same powers as Superman's super strength, flight, and heat vision, but they're twisted. For instance, Bizarro's heat vision is cold, and his breath is freezing. Instead of acting heroically, Bizarro's good intentions often lead to disaster. In a strange way, he sees himself as a hero, but his actions are just the opposite of what Superman would do. Bizarro has almost all of Superman's iconic powers, including super strength, invulnerability, and heat vision. However, these powers work in reverse. His heat vision is icy, his freeze breath is hot, and he's vulnerable to kryptonite, just like Superman. His flawed nature means his strength and speed can sometimes be erratic or unpredictable, making him both dangerous and tragically misguided. Over time, Bizarro's character has evolved from just a mindless villain to someone more complex. In various storylines, he's shown to have moments of clarity and even attempts at being a hero. In some versions, he forms an alliance with other outcasts like the Bizarro world, a bizarre, twisted version of Earth where everyone and everything is the opposite of what it should be. He even became part of the Bizarro League, an anti-justice league where heroes are as dysfunctional as he is. Bizarro's tragic nature has turned him into a character with a cult following. He's not just a mindless clone, but a being who is constantly struggling with his identity and purpose. Bizarro is a fascinating character who shows us that even the most imperfect versions of heroes have a place in the world. He's a reminder that even heroes like Superman have dark reflections in the DC universe. For more stories on your favorite characters, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Doom, one of Marvel's most iconic supervillains, first appeared in Fantastic Four #5 in 1962. Created by writer Stan Lee and artist Jack Kirby, he has since become a recurring threat to the Marvel Universe. But who is Dr. Doom, and what makes him so dangerous? Let's take a closer look. Victor Von Doom was born in the small, war-torn country of Latveria. His early life was marked by tragedy. His mother, Cynthia, was killed by a demon, and his father, a talented doctor, was executed. Driven by a thirst for knowledge and power, Doom excelled academically, eventually attending Empire State University, where he studied science and mysticism. However, Doom's arrogance led to a tragic accident in his experiment, which left him horribly scarred. Rather than accept defeat, Doom used his intellect to create a suit of powered armor that covered his entire body, making him one of the most feared men in the world. This armor, which he designed himself, enhances his strength, durability, and intelligence. With a combination of science, technology, and magic, he became Dr. Doom, ruler of Latveria and a mastermind in his quest for ultimate power. Dr. Doom is not just a genius, he's a formidable foe. His suit gives him superhuman strength, durability, and the ability to project energy blasts. He is also a skilled hand-to-hand combatant and a master of both science and magic. Doom's intellectual prowess makes him one of the smartest characters in the Marvel Universe. He often clashes with the Fantastic Four, but his reach extends far beyond them, as he has come into conflict with heroes like Spider-Man, the Avengers, and even the X-Men. Doom's main goal is world domination, believing he is the only one capable of ruling Earth with the wisdom and justice it needs. While his methods are ruthless, his belief in his own moral superiority often makes him seem like a tragic figure. He's not purely evil, he genuinely believes he's doing what's best for the world, but his ego and desire for power make him a constant threat. Dr. Doom remains one of Marvel's greatest villains, a character whose complexity and intelligence make him far more than just a typical antagonist. His mix of science, sorcery, and ambition warrants that he will always be a force to be reckoned with in the Marvel Universe. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more comic character breakdowns.